Hi everyone, this is my eyeshadow palette collection, and I wrote down all of my palettes that is in my collection. So I wrote it all down, and I should have, if this is correct, 130 after getting rid of some for up north, and this is in my current collection, and I'm pretty happy about 130 palettes. So here is all of the palettes that is in my collection that is 2021. All my brand new palettes. I'm going to show you real quickly. I got the Michaela palette from Glamlight. Very gorgeous. I can't wait to use this palette, and I'm excited. I love the packaging. The next palette is a Glamlight Ice Cream Dream palette, and I'm excited. I hear great things about Glamlight, and I'm excited to have all of the colorful ones that I like. So that is that. This my husband bought me, and my husband bought me this palette, and I bought the Michaela palette. So he bought a lot of palettes in my collection. This is the Naked Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette. This is what it looks like. He paid full price on these palettes. I bought myself the Jeffree Star Blood Money palette. This is really gorgeous. Greens and purples are my favorite out of Color Story, so I'm excited to have all of this and rainbow palettes in my collection. I got the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, and these were not cheap, even though it was buy one get one free. Still not cheap. The Glamlight Donut palette. I love the formula, and this is what it looks like. I love the mirror. I'm always going to keep the packaging on these special ones. Glamlight Cake palette. I have the ice cream truck packaging too. Very gorgeous palette. On to my minis. I got the Hipdot SpongeBob Imagination palette. Too Faced That's My Jam. I thought that was cute. Urban Decay. I heard great things about this, and I'm excited to have this in my collection. Zodiac Aquarius. That's what it looks like. I need the Sagittarius for mine. The Sailor Moon Color Pop. Very gorgeous. KVD palette. Barbie and Pure Per palette. Friends Revolution palette. Juvia's Place Hala Drama palette. Zodiac Love Signs. ColourPop Fade Into Hue. Beetlejuice palette from Hot Topic. Blockbuster from Hot Topic. Now onto some indie brands. This is Prolox Wish Upon palette. I got Beauty Creations. This palette, don't speak Spanish, but I thought that was beautiful. And Bella Forever, the volume. I have horrible at spelling out. Here's some BH palettes. Take Me to Ibiza. Love the color story in this one. Take Me to Brazil. Rio edition, so they're all shimmers. Take Me to Brazil. Royal Affair. What is this? Fairy Lights. Daisy palette. Love the color story in this one. Zodiac, the first one. Here's Morphe, such a gem palette. Can't fit it all into one shot, but I love this palette. 35 Icy Fantasy. Pastel colors, beautiful. The Morphe Jeffree Star palette. 35B Lisa Frank palette. Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette. Like fall tones, they're really pretty. Some more BH palettes. This is the first edition. Second edition. Find these on eBay. They're really great quality. Very colorful. And Aurora Lights. SpongeBob Hipdot palette. Bikini Bottom. Zion palette from Hipdot. BH. Trending in Tokyo. Avocado Toast. Summer in Saint Tropez. Then I have the Warrior 3 Juvia's Place. Zulu. Mini Magic. Wahala 2. You're a QT. ColourPop. Midnight Masquerade. Misunderstood. Villains. ColourPop. And So Jaded. Now we have some higher end palettes. Too Faced Pumpkin Spice. Really in it. And I really am enjoying this palette. So beautiful for the fall. Chocolate Bonbons palette. Chocolate Bar. Then and Now. Very big palette. Anastasia palettes. Subculture. Carly Bible. Jackie Aina. Alyssa Edwards. Riviera. And we have some minis. ABH Norvina Volume 3. Natasha Denona Mini Gold. The Balm. Day to Night. Huda Beauty Emerald as Obsession. Huda Beauty Amethyst as Obsession. Now we are on to Too Faced Pineapple. Sparkling Pineapple. Too Faced Razzle Dazzle. Beautiful. Urban Decay Wired Palette. Becca Palette. sad this is going out of business. Pretty neutral. Pure X Barbie. Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. Pretty neutral. And Jeffree Star Mini Breaker. Now on to Hot Topic palettes. Game Over Artemis palette. Now in Forever, Nightmare Before Christmas. Pretty Pastel. Handbook for the Recently Deceased. That's what it looks like. Hyperspace. No Place to Hide. Mulan. Never Sleep Again. Wonderful Nightmare. Nickelodeon. Clueless, Totally Buggin'. Wonder Woman. Riverdale. Here's one drawer. Revolution. Constellation palette. Birds of Paradise. Utopia. Euphoria. Deep Dive. Jeweled. Passion for Color. Trance. Mischief Maker. Winky Lux. Mermaid Kitten palette. Myra Dream Escape palette. Revolution Roxy palette. Wild Animal palette. Soph X palette. Curses and Hexes palette. Last bit of my palettes is the Butter London palette. BH Illusion palette. Nice palette. Celestial Thunder palette, whatever. Violet Voss Essentials palette. Essentials 2 palette. Ciate London Editor palette. Vintage Dawn. Alamar. Festival Pure palette. Surfing palette. Evening Glamour palette. I got Sour Cherry palette. Turkish Delight palette. Black Cherry. Tasty Chili palette. I got the Neon Profusion Spectrum palette. Moods palette. Esmeralda 2 palette. Venice Fling palette. And the Queen palette. That is all my palettes. So 130 palettes all together. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment to my channel. Bye for now. Here are some palettes I forgot to show you. I have the Color Mates from Dollar Tree. That's what it looks like. But these are really good pigmentation. I got the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette. Pretty good pans in there. I got the Revolution X Wonder Woman palette. That's what that one looks like. I have the Lemonade Soda Pop palette. Got 2 pans in here. Very good pigmentation palettes. NYX Ultimate Phoenix palette. It's good for fall time. These are good pigmentation as well. I got the NYX Ultimate Brights palette. And the NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. So beautiful. I have the NYX Love You So Mochi palette. I have the ColourPop Designer Princess palette and the Hard Candy Electric Color palette. And that is all 130 palettes. Thank you for watching.